Hello everyone, welcome to Biotech Notebook. This is the platform where you can learn all biotechnology concepts. And today we are going to learn how to derive a performance equation for ideal mixed flow reactor for a single reaction. So first we will see what is mixed flow reactor and how it works. So this is your diagrammatic representation of mixed flow reactor or MFR. So this MFR consists of a vertical cylinder which is equipped with an agitator for mixing the contents. And this mixed flow reactor is also known as ideal steady state flow reactor because in this reactor reactants are introduced and product mixture is withdrawn simultaneously in a continuous manner. You are giving your reactant inside the reactor and you are taking your product from the reactor continuously. And in mixed flow reactor the contents are well stirred and uniform throughout the reactor, so it is called as ideal steady state flow reactor. Next, the condition for mixed flow reactor is the exit stream from the reactor has the same composition as the fluid within the reactor. So in mixed flow reactor, once the reactant enters inside the reactor, the concentration of reactant drops immediately to a low value. That is, once the reactant enters into the reactor, it will immediately converted into product. That is, you will get your desired conversion immediately. That is the condition for mixed flow reactor. Before going to derive the performance equation of mixed flow reactor, first we should know what is space time and space velocity. Why? Because for flow reactors we are measuring the performance of reactor by space time and space velocity. Whereas in batch reactor we used to calculate the reaction time. So in batch reactor you will calculate the reaction time T, and for flow reactors, that is for CSTR and PFR, you will calculate space time. So first we will see what is space time tau. So tau is nothing but the time required to process one reactor volume of feed at a specified conditions. And unit for space time tau is time. So that is a space time of 2 minutes. Your space time is 2 minutes means, so you need 2 minutes to treat one reactor volume of feed at specified conditions. Next is space velocity. Space velocity is the number of reactor volume of feed at specific conditions which can be treated in unit time. It is denoted by symbol S and has the unit of time inverse. That is, space velocity is reciprocal of space time. Then based upon the conditions of a stream entering the reactor, we can relate space time tau, space velocity S and other related variable. That is, your tau is equal to 1 by S. So we know that space time is reciprocal of space velocity. We are going to relate this space time and space velocity with the variables concentration, volume of the reactor, then flow rate, then mass flow rate and also volumetric flow rate. So tau is equal to 1 by S, that is equal to Ca0 into V divided by Fa0. So here Ca0 is moles of A entering divided by volume of feed, that is concentration of your reactant entering inside. Then V is nothing but volume of the reactor, Fa0 is nothing but moles of A entering divided by time. Then tau is also is equal to V by mu naught. So V is your reactor volume and mu naught is volumetric flow rate. So finally tau is equal to 1 by S, that is equal to V by V naught, that is equal to Ca0 into V divided by Fa0. So this formula you should know to derive the performance equation of mixed flow reactor. Next we will see about the performance equation of mixed flow reactor. In mixed flow reactor the composition is uniform throughout the reactor. So we can write the material balance of reactant A for the whole reactor. Then we are assuming that a single homogeneous reaction is taking place inside the reactor. For example, A gives B. Here A is reactant and B is your product. Then material balance of reactant A on mole basis over the reactor is input of A to the reactor, that is rate of reactant A flow into the reactor is equal to rate of reactant A flow out of the reactor plus rate of disappearance of A by chemical reaction plus accumulation of A within the reactor. So the unit for all the terms should be moles per time. And we can write this simply as input is equal to input is equal to output plus disappearance plus accumulation. Then we know that mixed flow reactor is operating at steady state. Okay, so there is no accumulation inside the reactor. Why? Because we are giving continuous flow of input and output, and we are giving a uniform composition throughout the reactor. So there won't be any accumulation inside the reactor. So in equation number 1, the accumulation term will become 0. So you will get input is equal to output plus disappearance. Next we are going to evaluate all the terms in the equation number 2, that is input, output, disappearance. Before going to evaluate, first we should know the notations of the mixed flow reactor. So here FA is molar feed rate and V is volume of the reactor, mu is volumetric flow rate, and Ca is concentration of reactant A, Xa is conversion of reactant A. Okay, so this is your input stream, and here your Ca naught is initial concentration of reactant A, and mu naught is initial volumetric flow rate, the Fa naught is initial molar feed rate, and Xa naught is equal to initial conversion. Here we are taking a pure substance, that is pure reactant A, so there is no conversion at the initial. Okay, then we know that for a mixed flow reactor, your composition of exit stream should have the same composition as the in the fluid within the reactor. Okay, so here the concentration of your reactant final concentration is Ca. Okay, then your conversion is final conversion is Xa, and your final molar feed rate is Fa, and rate of the reaction is minus Ra. Okay, so in equation 2, your first term is input. So input is nothing but molar flow rate of A to the reactor in unit moles per time is equal to Fa naught. So you can define Fa naught is number of moles of A entering into the reactor with respect to time. Then your next term is output. So output is nothing but molar flow rate at which A leaves the reactor in moles per time, that is Fa, is equal to molar flow rate at which A is fed to the reactor, that is Fa naught, minus molar feed rate at which A is consumed in the reactor. So how much A is consumed in the reactor, you should subtract from the initial molar feed rate. Okay, so Fa is equal to Fa naught minus Fa naught Xa. So here Fa naught Xa is molar flow rate at which A is consumed inside the reactor. Okay, so Fa is equal to Fa naught minus Fa naught into Xa. If you take Fa naught as common, you will get Fa is equal to Fa naught into 1 minus Xa. Then your third term is rate of disappearance of A by reaction within the reactor in moles per time. So that is equal to minus Ra into V. Okay, minus Ra is nothing but rate of reaction, and you have to multiply with the volume of the reactor to calculate for the whole reactor. Okay, next you just substitute all these three terms in equation 2, that is your input Fa naught is equal to your output Fa naught into 1 minus Xa plus rate of disappearance minus Ra into V. Okay, next Fa naught is equal to Fa naught into 1 Fa naught and Fa naught Xa. Okay, Fa naught Xa plus minus Ra into V. Okay, then you rearrange the equation. So Fa naught minus Fa naught plus Fa naught into Xa is equal to minus Ra into V. Okay, so Fa naught into Xa is equal to minus Ra into V. Next, rearranging this equation number 6, you will get V divided by Fa naught is equal to Xa divided by minus Ra. Next, we know that residence time tau is equal to 1 by S, that is equal to V by mu naught is equal to Ca naught into V by Fa naught. So we can write this in equation 7 as V by Fa naught is equal to tau divided by Ca naught. Okay, is equal to Xa divided by minus Ra. Okay, then tau is equal to 1 by S, that is equal to V by V naught is equal to V Ca naught divided by Fa naught is equal to Ca naught into Xa divided by minus Ra. Then here Xa and minus Ra are measured at extreme stream conditions, which are the same as the conditions within the reactor, and this equation number 8 is the desired performance equation for mixed flow reactor, which is applicable for any value of epsilon A. Then if the feed is partially converted, then the equation 8 becomes V by Fa naught is equal to del Xa divided by minus Ra at F. This F is here nothing but at a minus RA at exit stream. Okay, here del XA is nothing but XAF minus XAI, that is conversion at exit stream minus conversion at inlet stream. Okay, so tau is equal to V CA naught divided by FA naught, that is equal to CA naught into XAF minus XAI divided by minus RA at exit stream. Okay, so we will derive the performance equation for constant density system, that is at epsilon A is equal to 0. So here we are going to derive in terms of concentration. Okay, so we know that concentration Ca is equal to Ca naught into 1 minus Xa, so you can write as Ca is equal to Ca naught into Ca naught Xa. Okay, then your Ca naught Xa is equal to Ca naught minus Ca, and Xa is equal to Ca naught minus Ca divided by Ca naught. Substitute Xa is equal to Ca naught minus Ca divided by Ca naught in equation number 8. So you will get V by Fa naught is equal to Xa divided by minus Ra. So just substitute Xa is equal to Ca naught minus Ca by Ca naught into minus Ra. So tau is equal to V by nu, that is equal to Ca naught into Xa by minus Ra, that is equal to Ca naught minus Ca divided by minus Ra. Both the Ca naught in numerator and denominator will cancel it out. So this is your performance equation for constant density system of mixed flow reactor. Okay, so here epsilon A is equal to 0. Okay, next we will see graphical representation of mixed flow reactor. Graph 1 for general performance equation of mixed flow reactor. So here your x-axis is for 0 to Xa, that is how to take conversion as your x-axis, and your y-axis is 1 by minus Ra, then area is V by Fa naught or tau by Ca naught. Okay, then your graph number 2 is for constant density system, and here your x-axis is in terms of concentration. Okay, and y-axis is 1 by minus Ra. Here area is tau is equal to V Ca naught divided by Fa naught. Okay. Okay, in case of mixed flow reactor, you have to calculate the total rectangular area. Okay, but in case of batch reactor, you used to calculate area under the curve. And this performance equation relate in simply the 4 terms Xa minus Ra V Fa naught. Okay, so knowing any 3 allows the fourth to be found directly, because here there is no integral sign in the equation, so it is very easy to find out any one value if you know the remaining 3 values. The performance equation is used to determine the size of the reactor to achieve a given conversion. So if your desired conversion is 70% means, then you can calculate volume of the reactor by using the performance equation of mixed flow reactor. Okay. Then next it is used to find the extent of reaction in a reactor of given size directly. Okay. That means at a specified conditions for the given volume of the reactor, you can calculate the conversion from the performance equation of mixed flow reactor. Then it is used to study the kinetics of the reaction. In mixed flow reactor, each steady state run gives the reaction rate for the conditions within the reactor without any integration. Okay, so you can directly calculate the reaction rate. It is very easy to interpolate your data. So this ease of interpretation of data from a mixed flow reactor makes its use very attractive in kinetic studies, in particular with messy reactions, that is for multiple reactions and solid catalyzed reactions. Next, for CSTR, we can write the performance equation directly for any kinetic form. Okay, for example, now we are going to derive for first order reaction with constant density system and also for varying volume system. Okay, so first we will see for constant density system. So first we will see in terms of concentration for first order reaction. Okay, so we know that space time tau is equal to Ca naught minus Ca divided by minus Ra in terms of concentration. So here minus Ra is nothing but rate of disappearance of A. So for first order reaction, you just consider the reaction as A gives B, that is A is reactor and B is your product. So minus Ra is equal to your rate constant K into concentration of reactant A. Okay, so minus Ra is equal to Kca. Okay, so tau is equal to Ca0 minus Ca, so K minus Ra is Kca. You just rearrange the above equation, you will get tau into K is equal to Ca0 minus Ca divided by Ca. So this is your general performance equation for first order reaction in terms of concentration. Okay, next we will say in terms of conversion. Okay, so we know that in terms of conversion, space time tau is equal to Ca0 into Xa divided by minus Ra. Okay, just consider the same reaction. A gives B, so rate of disappearance of A minus Ra is equal to K into Ca, then K into Ca. In terms of conversion, Ca equal to Ca0 into 1 minus Xa. So here you have to substitute minus Ra as K into Ca0 into 1 minus Xa. Okay, so tau is equal to Ca0 into Xa divided by K into Ca0 into 1 minus Xa. So you just rearrange the above equation, you will get tau into K is equal to Xa divided by 1 minus Xa. Okay, so this is the performance equation in terms of conversion for first order reaction. Okay, next we will see for changing density system for first order kinetics. Okay, for changing density system we are going to derive only in terms of conversion. Okay, for in terms of conversion, we know that space time tau is equal to Ca0 into Xa divided by minus Ra. Then we know that minus Ra for first order reaction it is Kca. So tau is equal to Ca0 into Xa divided by Kca. Okay, and Ca is equal to concentration of the reactor is equal to number of moles divided by volume of the reactor. Okay, then Na in terms of conversion is Na0 into 1 minus Xa, and V in terms of conversion for varying volume system is V0 into 1 plus epsilon A Xa. Okay, so in this equation Na0 divided by V0 is equal to Ca0. Okay, so Ca is equal to Ca0 into 1 minus Xa divided by 1 plus epsilon A Xa. Okay, now you just substitute this Ca in your rate equation Kca. Okay, so you will get tau into K is equal to Ca0 into Xa divided by Ca0 into 1 minus Xa divided by 1 plus epsilon A Xa. Okay, so this Ca0 will cancel it out, so you will get tau K is equal to Xa into 1 plus epsilon A Xa divided by 1 minus Xa for any epsilon A.